Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplating maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And that's complete to Adams. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Lock on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. Complete. Smith has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Let's go! It's a gain of 10.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's what I do.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Luck. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Devontae Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for Sanders last week, 18 carries, 80 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Down. 185. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hold on.
first down. It's Sanders, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the draw, Richard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. That's on the first-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Raquel Armstead, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real, okay? As you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Luck looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for Detroit. 67 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
These two teams all tied after 1. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Mostert. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
So out come the Raiders, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Back to throw, Love. And he finds Howard complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Look now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Luck now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Mostert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And an alley to run. run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by It's a gain of 9.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
This is Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 17, Luck. And he fires one incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Richard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On play action, now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Detroit.
Off of play action, Luck. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's got the hook up to Moore, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Luck. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Lions 23.
So here's the kickoff now, as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Andrew Luck who had the hot hand in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
53 at the mic. Come on, the ball.
They'll run with McKesson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
Number 53.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr gives to Richard, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down.
So don't say nothing.
And to give this time to the tailback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A carry now for McKissick. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 7.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And that's complete to Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just wanted you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Richard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check out. 140. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
From the 31, Luck, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check pass. Check pass.
He can't get him down.
All day. 53 to mark. 53. Check 53.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Lions
From the red zone now, Locke. That's caught by Howard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Out of the gun, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
makes the score Lions 36.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on second down. Carr drops this off to Richard. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Check 53 flight. Check 53 flight.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. He finds Howard complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of it, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Watch the slack, watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, it's Carr. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. On first down, Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Now, Carr again. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Max Sharping, the guilty party, 2nd-round pick from Northern Illinois. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Sanders. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now Carr. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Sanders. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.